Most people in America are looking for how to make a life worth living and return with having. When we're talking about these things, we're talking about our personal rights in our life, not someone else's rights to try to commandeer or ruin our life. People in America have the right to be who they are. A man of peace will do his best to go through his anger process, his rage, and then put himself back to peace. A man of the Lord's house knows how to do that. It can take a day sometimes. It can take 5 minutes other times. It can take 20 to 30 minutes probably most days. But the reality is that he knows that God has a justice. And God's justice is always sharper than any sword. The Lord's justice will always take a hold of someone who's done something illegally in the house of God. And illegal in the house of God is when you choose to sexually harass, physically assault, or abuse violently someone's life, someone's property, someone's possessions. Because everything a person is and has comes from the Lord. What that person is on the outside in a fashion that they choose is their lawful right from the house of God. Anything they do or don't have in terms of their physicality or their beauty or their stature or their stamina on the underside of their clothing is none of your business. And openly I say this profusely because we have politicians that are trying to take away a lot of people's rights, especially women's reproductive rights. The liars of America want to sexually assault as many women as possible. They want to physically abuse men who might not fit their stereotype of being an alpha male. An alpha male takes what he wants and usually gets the pretty girl who falls for him because he's so tough, and then she learns how tough that is on her soul and on her children's abilities. The life of a man of peace is different. He chooses the first and foundation of his morning and his day is with the Lord. And when he does that, he keeps himself to rights. As much as he may rage at the things going on in his life, around his life, beneath his life, above his life, beside his life, he continues his process of working through what God has planned for his day. And as long as it's not impeded or interfered with by a human being, he accomplishes those things each day. But the liars of America and the liars of Satan's house tell themselves that they have rights to someone they have absolutely no rights to. They lie to themselves about who they are and what they can do in front of the Lord.